morning. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing okay. Good morning, Exile. Good morning, Penguin Queen. Yes, it is a good time. A good time to put down political stuff. And vibe. We don't like to do that here. Well, we like to vibe. We don't do the political stuff here. It is not a space for it. This is a good old chill vibe. With horses today. I've been putting this one off. This is another one of my very old ones. As you can tell, it doesn't have a watermark. And yeah, I've been putting this one off because it involves drawing horses. The old hair, the old body, no watermark, the fact that the title's got a line under it. There's a lot of things that I can point out and be like, this is old. The fact that I have some detail in my calves. Dungeon was doing some sort of leg workouts back in the day, but no more. Now we are squishy. And that's okay. So yes, we've got some horses, and over here I've got some references of the horses because they're very awkwardly framed, and that's because I can't draw horses. I think I put heels on the unicorn because I was like, these legs look so broken. Maybe I can hide it if I put heels on the horse. It was such an odd decision, but I remember that was 100%. That was 100% the reason I put the heels on. So we're going to try and not have heels today. We're going to try and have proper horses. Yeah. So first of all, I'm going to just try and use this as a reference. We're going to try and draw them. We'll turn the comic off and just look at these fine specimens over here. And you know, we'll try not to do any tracing, but we might just steal a few shapes here and there. Who knows? Let's see. So this is what we're going towards. We're going to have one horse at the beginning and one horse over here. I don't feel like I need to put a label on me anymore. I feel like it's going to be pretty obvious that I am me. And yeah, so I'm going to just turn this off. But I hope everybody else is doing well. We've got a bank holiday here in the UK today, which is why I'm streaming a little bit later again. When I was sorting out my streams for the beginning of the week, I thought I'd have to get up at 6 in the morning again, and then somebody kindly informed me it was a bank holiday, and I was like, yay! I cannot be up at 6 a.m. This pleases me. So I am going to start. It wasn't a link, it was a joke file extension. Oh! I didn't know what that was. I was like, exporting, but then there's an extra asterisk. .png, I'm assuming. Well, Twitch doesn't like it. Twitch decided it wasn't allowed. JPEG. Ah, there we go. Close enough. It was one or the other. Okay. Now I'm trying to think of if I want to try and do some like freehandy stuff. You know, if I want to use some shapes. JPEG sounds funnier. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like both work for me. But it's fair. Do you know what? Let's try and... do I want to go to Photoshop? Let's try and freehand some stuff. We might do a couple of things because, as I will say, I have said at least 3 times already and will continue to say, I can't draw horses. But by the end of this, I'm gonna draw a horse. I'm gonna draw 2 horses. That's how many horses I'm gonna draw today. I did consider doing this one off stream because of my I don't want to say reservation because of how I feel about drawing horses, but it's not too bad. It's a bit of a... It needs a bit of a work. We'll get there. But we'll get there. It's Easter egg blondies on BBC Food. Oh wait, what? Oh my gosh. Oh, we're talking about the blondies again. It's not fair. I want some. But I have to be good. Because it's very easy, because I know if I say to my partner, I really want some cake. Oh, I really want some cake. Oh, woe is me. That they'll either bring me cake if they're going out, or tell me to go buy it myself. Both are very valid answers. But I'm gonna resist for the Easter weekend because it's my birthday next weekend. It's my birthday, and I'm going to have sweets then. And I'm trying to watch what I eat right now. I'm trying to be a little less squishy, trying to lose some weight. It's not, I wouldn't say it's going well, but it's not going badly. Very hard when it's Easter and your birthday and everything is covered in cake and chocolate. But yeah, I'm gonna eat sweets next weekend, so I've opted to not eat sweets this weekend. Not many sweets is probably how it will go. Because I can't not eat any sweets on Easter, that's just mean. Yeah, this should be out, I think. Maybe I don't want this to be as complicated of a shape. I love that we haven't even got to the legs yet, and I'm already like, what are horses? I feel like I'm working for my sweets by making them, but there is sugar. Oh yeah, no judgment, Penguin Queen. Penguin Queen, you I know for a fact that Penguin Queen, while she's not ruling her penguin subjects, she's getting jacked. Not getting jacked, but doesn't enough exercises to justify those blondies. So you enjoy those blondies, Penguin Queen. You earn them. I say getting jacked because I can't do those exercises. But now I have this image of a Penguin Queen lifting weights. Like doing bench presses, which sounds pretty fun. I think this is just too big. Little penguins waddling around everywhere. Maybe they're also lifting weights too. Oh my gosh. It's hilarious to be Jack in a career. You don't need to be jacked in. Womp womp. No, I'm drawing this line again. Let's switch to this. I need to switch to this. Maybe I want the eye. Maybe that's it. No. Starting again. There's like this real line here. I'm gonna just shape it out. Okay. And then we can make everything smooth. There we go. I mean, I like it a lot better than what it was doing. Why is there 2 points here? Why did I do that? Did I have a reason? This is gonna be 3 hours of dungeon being confused by horses. So let's settle in, everybody. I like this kind of round shape going on. And then there's like a hint of an eye. There we go. I think I like that better. Got this ear that comes in. The ear has got like this nice shape, so I might just add that now. It's got a very nice shape. But what is everybody else working on? I've spent too long complaining about horses. Let's do something. Let's talk about what other people are working on. Penguin Queen is, I'm assuming, working on some blondies. Or has the blondies already done. Are we cooking the blondies, Penguin Queen, or are we eating the blondies? Which stage are we at? From what I remember from drawing books, when I was little, the construction started with 2 big circles. Yes, 2 big circles. How could I forget what the texts told me, the ancient texts? Everything is made up of 2 big circles. It is just finding the shapes, though. Like, that is always the thing. And I'm usually pretty good at finding the shapes, I think, but there's something about horses that just makes me completely forget everything. That I just forget exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Only just started. Finished measuring and now melting the butter. Ooh, oh my gosh, it's like we've got a play-by-play. Nice. I look forward to hearing how it goes. Okay, and then the neck is always like very like chunky. This is obviously a lot bigger than it needs to be. So I'm actually going to add another point in here so that I can try and follow some kind of muscle structure as I go. Alright. That does look like a horse head. Get this other ear. It can be up here. And I'm gonna rotate it, and I'm gonna just cut those parts off. Just to remind myself that that one's behind. Excellent. Okay, yes. Pen tool is working out better than the brush. This is good. I actually think I want to put this, oh no, not that bit, just this point in so I can like bring this out. Because it's got like this, the muscles of the, I guess for lack of better word, shoulders. I don't know my horse anatomy. Haunches? No, that's like lower, right? That's like the butt. I used to know what this was called when I played a centaur. I learned horse terms specifically when I played a centaur so that I could differentiate between front legs, back legs, and arms. So that, you know, not my human shoulders, my horse shoulders, because that sounded very silly. Clavicle. Clavicle might be it. I think it has like a horsey term. A specific horsey name. The human equivalent of the clavicle. There we go. Got this arm. Just kind of chilling. They're saying that. Maybe it's not bad. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to use a line, I think, for that. In fact, I think I want the body in first. Shrink this down. It looks like a very handsome horse head portrait, though. Just like this. I'm kind of like, it looks like it belongs on a stamp. Okay, and then it's a slightly open right angle from this bit. Where we've got the butt. Part of me thinks I should just, maybe at this point as well, just duplicate this and turn it off for later. The butt is too close. It's like it's too short. Maybe. Let's make it longer. Give it a little bit more body. I think I also need to round it off now because I need to see. I need to get this booty. Not thinking the same perspective. I don't know. We shall try a few things out. There's also... I will be stylizing this, obviously, as well, to make sure it fits. I tend to, in the comic style, make things a bit big head, small body. But I think if I focus on trying to get things correct before I go back and scale things in, that will probably do me a world of good. And we can move points around. This is the luxury we have in vectors. We can move it around. So I'm quite happy to give it a go. Vector layer, baby! Gotta love them. Or hate them, I guess. I love them. I have grown dependent on the ability to move points around. There we go. Yeah. It's like drawing with sweet, sweet math. Okay, this is going okay. This is going all right. So I'm gonna just try and get these legs in with lines because then I can work on the angle. So let's just straight up give this a thickness of 30 and we can work on the shaping of the leg. Like drawing with strings, yes, that is definitely what it's like. So we gotta make sure it's connected to the right place. There's a slight downward angle on that, and then if I do the front leg, let's take another one of these. This is a lot higher in terms of where the knee is. The thing I'm calling the knee. So we need to pull this this one out. There's no real space to speak of though, so we don't need to really worry about getting that in. Got a sugar butter sauce thing. Now I'm beating the eggs. Oh my gosh. We are getting a play. This is fantastic. I'll know exactly when I need to be super jealous. It sounds very tasty. Can you link the recipe on the Discord, Penguin Queen? Because I would love to try it. Or at least look at it. And think about cooking it. Eggs into the sugar butter slurry or separate? That's true. Are they being beaten separate from the rest of the slurry, or are they going in? I would assume going in, but I don't know if there needs to be like some egg white whisking situations. We'll get an answer when I assume the eggs have been sufficiently beaten. Because it's quite hard to type and to beat eggs at the same time. Let's do this one first. So I like that this is round at the bottom because it can help me kind of with the ankle. It's got like a bit of an ankle look to it. And honestly, I think I need to add in another point because there is like this interesting shape going on there with the... It's a bit flat on the top. Actually more down here as well. Separate. Ah, it is separate. And then mixed together. For sure, I'll post a recipe and pics afterwards. Yay, thank you very much. The difficulty of typing and beating eggs depends entirely on what you have in your kitchen. I thought you was going to say for some reason how many hands you have. I guess if you've got like 4 hands, you could probably do both. But yeah, you're right. If you're just dumping them in a bowl and pressing beat, like pressing a button, just very, very telling that I do not have a mixing stand. That I didn't assume that was... I didn't even think about that being an option. And then like the hoof kind of just fits in at the end. It's like it just kind of slots in there from the ankle. It's always got... Hooves have always got this interesting bend to me. There we go. I think this needs to be thicker as well. Okay, so I'm gonna outline this and then work on the shape a bit more because it's less evenly thick at the top. So let's outline the stroke and then stop it from being as distracting. I'm gonna give it a fill so it just covers everything at the top. Give it this shape. I don't actually need that. And then I want to just slightly flatten that. That's not looking too bad. And then we fit these together. Actually, I don't know if I wanted to change the rotation of that as much as I did. this point. And then I will put these points in here. And I can match it up. It needs a bit more shape up here, like it kind of bows in on both sides. Oh gosh, so many things. Got a hand mixer, so it's more tricksy. Ah, yes. That's what I have. I don't have like a bowl. Can type with one hand. That's ambitious. I don't think I would want to be on my phone while I'm whisking. I wouldn't trust not pouring everything out. You get more typos, but I'm doing it now to prove it. I mean, yeah, there's typing with one hand, but then there's also typing with one hand where you've got an electric hand mixer in your hand. It's a thing that I think requires a lot of attention, at least for me. I definitely couldn't do it. You can wrap a slightly damp towel around... No, I will spill it. I'm not dexterous enough for this. Dex is my dump stat. I cannot do this. I am impressed by anyone who can. Exactly, yeah. If you're if you're a dex-based character, then yeah, I get it. That'll make sense. But not me. Okay. Kind of happy with that, I think. I kind of like the way that this line comes in, and so I just need to figure that out. Now that I've taken the edge of the point off, so it's almost coming around here. And then it's like from here. This is kind of what I want. Like with the horse muscle. Got a nice muscle. And then that can kind of come off up here. Part of me is wondering if I let myself just duplicate it. I think I can allow myself a duplication or two. Now, that's a completely different position, so if I think about this, the hoof is kind of below this one. Down. Hello, Bodhi. How are you doing? Missed a notification. It's all good. I'm trying to draw a horse. There's been a lot of struggling, but it's starting to look like a horse, which is the main thing. How are you doing today? Gonna have a look. Will I go feed a friend's cat? Hopefully I catch the rest. Ah, no worries. Horses and hands, yes. But yes, say hello to the cat. I shall ask questions upon your return, providing I remember. Good morning, Jupiter Spire. Okay. If you don't return, we'll know that the cat has committed high murder. Jupiter's here too! Also, yeah, Penguin, describe it like you're playing a chef in a play-by-post game. I feel like that is a character that Penguin Queen would play. I could see you playing a chef. I think you have? I'm not sure. But welcome in, Jupiter Spire. How are you doing? I'm trying to draw a horse. It's starting to go okay-ish. I don't like how big that... I'm gonna come back to this. Like, I might just change my mind, but I might just do this, like, completely differently. To heck with the reference. I'm deciding now. It's a lot of fun, and you can annoy other play-by-post players by making them hungry. Oh gosh, that would 100% be what happens to me. When I do play-by-post, I like to put as much sensory information in there as I possibly can. So just because you're not getting any audio. So I like to describe a lot of... I think my default is to go visual, and then I think, what's my next one? I go visual, and then I think I like to go for smell, you know? Because that's such a... I feel like smell is such an invoking sense for me, like story-wise. Good morning, Anya. How are you doing? I had to check the clock to make sure it was morning. But it is. It's still very much the morning. Pet Mimic Bot has had a reset, as you can tell. They feel the need to say hello to everybody. I kind of like that. I kind of like when Pet Mimic Bot resets and it remembers it's supposed to do that. Just got back from Italy. Yes. How did it go? I saw that you were coming back. I think it was yesterday or today. Yeah. So you've only recently gotten back. I get confused when it comes to planes and travel. Time gets confusing. Dungeon's internal monologue. It is my horse now. I can do what I want with it. Exactly. To heck with how the horse actually works. I'm gonna make it look how I think it should be. Really fun, but happy to be home now. That is fair. How long were you away? Like a week? Was it a week? Just a week, yeah. It's still nice to get back after travel, though. Okay. Still haven't, like, eased the face. It's still very square. I think it's because I quite like it. I quite like how it looks like that, so let's ease that, though. It's got quite a straight line now that I look at it. Yes. Oh, you missed Rocket's birthday, but you're celebrating today. Oh my gosh, teenager. Sweet Rocket. Happy birthday to Rocket. "13, oh my gosh. Old lady Rocket / teenager. But that's very sweet. I hope Rocket has a good birthday. Okay. I don't mind that, but it needs to be longer. There we go. pop the point in on that line so I can just get rid of this. There we go. We're getting there. Yeah, I just don't. I'm gonna get rid of it. We'll come back to it. Don't like that leg. I just don't. It looks too big. I'm gonna come in, now that I fixed the lines, I'm gonna give it the line width that it will probably have, because that changes a lot of things. Changes how I kind of look at the lines, and I want to make sure that I'm not drawing something and I'm like, oh yes, these lines are all thin and pretty, they look great, because otherwise it won't match the rest of the comics. I don't need to overcomplicate the shape too much. I just need it to be a pretty horse. Hit save because I don't know if I have the entire time, and I've got half a horse going, you know, reasonably well, and then I need this other bit, so let's try and get the bat leg in. So I'm gonna go from here and then get the bend in. I get to this bit, I think. That needs to come down. And I can't quite see the hoof, which is a little frustrating. Blondies are in the oven. Now to chop the mini eggs. Oh my gosh, I just... I forget how many layers there are to these blondies, so I'm like, oh yeah, there's mini eggs. There's mini eggs too. I love mini eggs. Are they something that Americans know about? Do you have mini eggs? As in, not tiny eggs, as in the chocolate cooled mini eggs. Because they are delicious. They're like a small chocolate egg coated in hard candy. Yes. Okay, good. I always get a bit confused about what chocolates we share and what chocolates we do not. So it's got like, yeah, this is more of a point out. This is kind of straighter. That needs to be longer. You can see the muscle definition, but I'm not going that far, because that would be a little strange, since I never really go that far on dungeons, so let's not do that for the horse. But I want to get the ankle in a similar way to how I've got it on the other leg, so pop that in there. And then I need this hoof. I'm gonna just steal this hoof. See if I can just make it work. I feel like it's almost there. I just need to affect this line at the top. Hard because, yeah, my reference doesn't have it. I guess this one is coming in a little bit, like you don't see as much of it on the top. Beef! I know! Blatant thievery. Daylight horse robbery. Oh, you'll find this. Oh wait, where am I? I missed a few. Talking about mini eggs. Sold several bags. Ah, yes. I would take 12, but I'm trying to be good. You'll find this funny. My spouse rudely ate one of the flakes my sister sent me for my birthday, and because I was upset with him, he conspired with my best friend in England to order a wholesale box. I love flakes. That's so many. 48 flakes. Oh, that's so good. That's so tasty. It is a lot. It is a lot, but how could you steal a flake if it's not something you can get readily in your country? It's such a good chocolate. And mysterious. A mysterious chocolate too, because they don't really reveal how they make it flaky, because they don't melt in the way that traditional chocolate melts. I was watching some YouTubes. I was watching some Anne Reardon, who is an Australian food scientist who does a lot of debunking and lots of cake rescue videos, and is just generally, I enjoy her videos. And she did a whole video about flakes and how like Cadbury's are very secretive of how they do it, and she has like a theory of how to make a flake. And I was just like, this is the most fascinating thing. What are flakes? A flake is a milk chocolate bar, like its namesake. It is it's just flaky. It's very that is the best way to describe it. Flaky. It's just a log of chocolate that yeah, is flaky and delicious. I'm trying to think of another way to describe it. But yeah, a Google of Cadbury's flake will get you an image and a description much better than what I am able to give. Though the ones that are flakes inside a solid layer, those are my favorite. Those are my faves too. Those are 12s. Those are 12s. Yeah. Yeah, I was... I did think about saying it's a 12 but without the chocolate on the front, Penguin Queen, but I was like, if they don't have flakes, do they have 12s? Surely not. It feels like I'm just swapping one out for the other. Yeah, I would assume that you wouldn't have either. They are very prized here because they crumble. That's a good word, Anya. It's good. They crumble in your mouth, but not like in your hands. But yeah, they don't melt. Like if you hold like a piece of chocolate bar in your hand and you hold like a piece of flake in the other, like it gets soft and warm, but it doesn't like get all like liquidy. It doesn't melt in a way, and it's fascinating. It's science is what it is. They're weird chocolate bars who, I don't know, they just do such magical things. Okay. We need one more leg. Well, we need 2 more legs, but we definitely need to get this other leg in. This is going well. This looks like a horse. And then we just add like a little unicorn horn to this one. Because with this leg, I really just think I want to have like this at the back. You know, like I don't need to think about it too much this way. Can I fill this? No, I can't. I just feel like it just needs to be not even that far out. We'll cross that bridge in a bit. I want to get this other leg in. So we've got a bit more of the calf shape going here, and then this bit comes out as it's balanced. So I feel like maybe we need a point. Nope, we want to add a point, not another line, to this, just to give it a little shape here. but not much. Just a bit. Give it a bit of a curve. And then this one, we've got a bit of space, so the back of the calf is visible. But it's like it does that. Which means this has to come further out. Got that kind of shape going on. That's making me think of the old M&M slogan, melts in your mouth, not in your hand. Yeah, I feel like it's more true of of a flake than it is of an M&M. Let's steal the hoof cup again. And this one's more. This one kind of comes in more like that. So this should have more of an even angle, I think. Okay, I like the shape, but it needs to be higher up. Okay. Let me add a point in here. Delete that, open that up. Sure that these lines work a bit better with each other. Aha! Like it's okay. I just don't know if I want to pull it out. Like again, my reference is there, but because of the art style, I feel like I'm gonna want to, I don't know, change it around a bit, or maybe my perspective's off. Having a good old think. Because let's group that, because that on its own, I feel like those legs are working. Maybe squish some legs. Very short legs. Tiny horse. But maybe. I don't know if they are too long, but maybe too long for the way that I'm drawing. I don't know. I wouldn't want to squish the hooves. grab the hooves and pull them up. Be like, boop. Like, imagine if the front legs... yeah. That's always gets me with the horses, you're right, because, you know, they're not arms. They do need to be equally as long. Now, let's put them back where they were. Let's find out, shall we? Let's have a little find out. So, if we think of this... If I flip this... I'm gonna have a little bit of a... think. So yeah, I think if we're going with how long everything else is, we need to put this up here. These will need to be up here. And let's see. This will need to move up. Like here. To be about the same length. So yeah, that's quite a considerable difference. Let's move the butt up. Just a little bit. Okay. Yes, yes. You were helpful, thank you, Exile. Definitely. We shall move that up. Gonna move that in. Definitely looks better. It always takes me longer than it should to remember that these need to be the same length. Like, oh yeah, that's how horses work. Very silly. I may even get rid of this line here. I may just come in and let it be a bit tighter. Actually just move it up because the legs have all moved up. Fixing the butt. Definitely doesn't need to be that bootylicious. How do I feel about this being here now? There's something about it that just looks too out. Like it almost looks like on the horse reference that it's down here. It just looks too far out. So it's just below here. I'm like looking at the way the leg works again. Let's take the taper off while I'm fixing it. Because you can see it, and yeah, that is kind of the position. Except this one's more round on the knee. That just seems to be where the reference is saying it is. It's not bad. There's something that looks off to me. It looks off and I don't know why. Curious. I mean, we're still a far cry from where we were on the original comic. So I will remember that. Oh, maybe flipping will help. Let's do a flip. I feel like the upper part of the leg needs to be a different angle. So it looks like it's going through the right spot. Of this leg. Like the leg in the back looks disconnected from the shot. Yeah, it does. It does do that. It just looks like it would be so long then. Like, this is definitely higher up than this leg in this image. For sure. Like, this leg is lower down because otherwise it wouldn't... There's just no way it would reach. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna just see what I can do to recreate the shapes that I need. So that bit would need to go to here. But then we get to grab these shapes. And it's gonna break it considerably, but then we get our different angle. Like maybe that's it. Nope, no, you were there. There we go. And I can get rid of some of those points that I don't need. Round that off. Get rid of the tapering because we won't need this. And this. There's a slightly different angle. I feel like these need to have a bit of a tapering. Well, not tapering, a curve. There we go. Is it better connected? Is it about the same? I do not know. Now, if it was pulled towards the back, so the hooves were more aligned? I don't know, I feel like they are kind of aligned. I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean. Then I don't have quite the same muscle shape down here, but then I don't have the muscle shape up here either. Damn horses and their muscles. Why you gotta be so muscular? Look in the reference. The hooves look just barely offset. They are kind of close. But I feel like mine are close. Yeah, I don't know. I might just call it. I just call it there and be like, I tried. I need to put the mane on as well. And of course the unicorn horn. because this is a unicorn. Gotta make a unicorn. Think about how I want to do the mane and the tail. I think I want it to swish round. Like a swish. So much glorious hair. Then I want to make sure that these points are connected. Something similar. Don't know if I want like a fringe or something. Well, how did we do it for the original? Let me group all of this together. Let's just fix those lines up while we can. So for anyone who wasn't at the beginning of the stream, this is the original comic that we're doing. Very old, very badly drawn horses. We just had like it flowing back. Such a beautiful unicorn. Yes, very old one, this one. I enjoyed when I posted it as well, some people swapped the words around. Definitely new and improved. Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on it. I want it to be as... Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's a nice line. Right there. There is some... That's a beautiful mane. There we go. Hey, Crisp, how you doing? I think it's been a while. Don't have sound right now, but have a good stream. No worries, thank you very much. Have a good... whatever it is you're doing. Rest of your day, evening. And I hope that the subtitles are doing their job. I know we are past break time. My brakes are going to be off, but that's okay. I'm going to just finish up this majestic creature since I'm so close now. And I'm going to go get something to eat before we do it all over again and draw the other horse. I want to pull that in. That's a weird extra point there. I can add that up there. Got a ear that's barely visible. For all of my complaining, I do really like how this has come out. I think it's very magical. Now, we need them to be a little smaller, but I can definitely move Dungeon back. In terms of the framing of this. And then we need some stars, some sparkles. Yeah! I think we have got the first horse in. Hooray! Our majestic storytelling horse. Story and world building was how I had originally put it. Gonna put the text in. I don't know if I'll put it on the horse. I might put it by the horse. And the blondies have been mini-egged, so backed into the oven with them. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have those soon. They're gonna be like super ready to eat. And I'm gonna be super, super jealous. Okay. I mean, I guess it could go on the horse. Boop. I think I want there to be a bit of a bend. If that's okay. No, not that way. Just so it follows the shape of the body. That doesn't say world building though, does it? It says word building. W-O-R-L-D. There we go. Admittedly, they are for game day tomorrow, but I need to try one to make sure they're not poisonous, of course. You know, what if you accidentally made them poisonous? You can't let other people pay those mistakes. You gotta try one. You gotta see how it goes. I can show you the word. Yes. Intentional. Okay. Oh my gosh. Breathe. Breathe. It is done. But we still have second horse. We have had first horse, yes, but what about second horse? We will have second horse soon, because now it is break time. So if you need to get yourself a drink, or you need to get yourself a snack like me, or have a stretch, or do some kind of minor chore to help make your day a little bit easier, it is a very good time to do that, because I am going to go on a 10-minute break. So I will see you all in 10. welcome back. Welcome back, Bodhi. Congratulations on surviving the feline encounter. Gain 200 XP for your troubles. I have got some more tea, and I had a nice bowl of cereal on the break. So I am feeling a lot better, a little less hungry, and ready to do the next horse. So I put this aside at one point so we've got like this base face shape, because that took a few attempts the first time around, so the rest of the layers I don't really need. I can flip this. The little horse stamp bust or whatever. I feel like it's very much like a I don't know, like an Edwardian portrait or something of a horse. Is what I get when I look at that. We have our unicorn. We might have to change up the entire layout. Like, this is probably going to need to be considerably smaller, but for the time being, I'm going to just group all of this together. Turn the unicorn off, and I'm going to find my second horse reference, which is here. And I'm going to look, and this one I'm going to be more rough with, because I kind of like how the angle of this head, and obviously that's a different angle here, so we're going a bit off-road with this one. First thing I'm going to do though is change the line width so that it's the line width that we're actually going to need for the comic. And then I can work on kind of softening all this stuff up. Give this horse their expression. It's weird because that's not how the that's not how the horse lips work on the way I've done this face. But it makes me wonder if I can add like the pouty lips down here. That might work. I actually think that will work. And I want it to just look like it's pouting. Meh. Perfect. High art, if I do say so myself. It's a Leopleudon, Charlie. A magical Leopleudon. Does have some Charlie vibes. Gotta be careful. We don't want to lose our kidneys. What an annoyed horse. I don't know what I'm gonna say angry, but definitely annoyed. Very annoyed. that shape this time. Okay. So I'll need all these curves for the butt. Done one, so at least I kind of know where I want to go, where I'm heading. Point in here to work on that curve. So just turn this here and try and get my scale so that they're at least the same size. So just line them up here. And I need my rulers. Show rulers. Help. So that I kind of have an idea of where I need to be going. And then there's this kind of lean towards the ankle. Shape. Okie dokie. And it would be nice to get another comic done today as well. But if I just get this one done, I'm not going to be too upset because I knew this one would be complicated. On it, doesn't it? So I'll bring that round. It's a bit nicer when all the feet are on the ground. Tail, how are you doing? You have a question? I'm doing good. What is your question? I am drawing a horse. I think is going as well as it can do, considering I'm drawing a horse. Working on your D&D campaign that you spoke about yesterday. Ah yes, you came in and said you were working on a D&D campaign and then left. Tell us more. Tell us more about the campaign. We are certainly the right group of people to be intrigued by this. As part of a big confrontational battle at the end, the party must destroy a large and chain. I'm assuming something. A large chain. However, this chain does not attack but will react. Large and rusty, thank you. Large and rusty chain. However, this chain does not attack but will react. Is this a bit too harsh for the reaction? Oh, we're getting into stats. And the first thing I have to ask, just scanning it before I read that, is what is the player's level? Because harshness is very dependent, I find, on the level of the players. Psychic Revolt. Each creature concentrating on a spell on the rusted withering chain must succeed a DC 14 intelligence saving throw or take 4d8 plus 8 psychic damage. Ooh, I hope they're fairly high level. Highish, good. The extent of the psychic damage will be that they cannot speak coherently for 1 minute due to mind being filled with images of the entity and words of the... Oh gosh, okay, so Cthulhian things. Don't touch the rusty chain or Cthulhu will eat your brain. That's what I'm getting. Seeing as it's towards the end of the campaign... Okay, so this is like high-end level stuff. Well, I'd love other people to be able to weigh in on this as well, because I don't have a huge amount of experience with high-level campaigns. It doesn't sound too different from a breath weapon, though. How often... So... I guess how often does this happen? So I imagine it's... You said it was reactive, so it's not like it's going to happen as often as the players try and cast a spell? It's a reaction anytime anyone uses a concentration spell on it. Okay, so probably will be used once. The player will go, yeah, I didn't like that, we're not doing that again. Most of the time, some players, they like, I better do that at least 3 more times to figure out if this is the case all the time. I feel like most people would be like, I've done this, I don't need to do that again. It feels very reminiscent to a breath weapon. It doesn't seem too harsh to me. For an end game thing, because chances are it's saying the wording says anyone concentrating, but the odds of having, you know, if it triggers as a reaction, it's gonna react as soon as one person does that. So it's only ever gonna really realistically get one person, because you only get one reaction. If it's in combat, you only get one reaction per combat, so it's probably gonna hit one person. And then other people are like, okay, I know not to do that. But then it takes your caster out for the entire... I feel like that could be it, because if it's triggered in a combat, not in like a dramatic scene, for instance, you lose your caster for that entire combat, because combats tend to last more than a minute. Yeah, exactly. No speaking messes up casters real bad most of the time. Yeah. They are, unless you're a sorcerer and you can go, I don't care. But even then, you can only do that so many times as a sorcerer. I don't think it's too harsh, since it's like a, you know, it's a combat that you're kind of crippling them for. It's not like a permanent effect. A psionic sorcerer. Yeah, like, because isn't there... I'm not like the most fluent with my magic users, but isn't there a sorcerer meta magic option for removing a component like that? So you don't need like line of sight, or you don't need verbal components. The campaign is called The Shattered Sky. I mean, I think it sounds like I don't think it sounds too mean, considering there's things out there in official books that are like instant deaths that you don't get a roll against. I think it's fine. A DC 14 as well for a high level campaign. Like, I think that's a fair DC. Yeah, there are some harsh things out there. I'm like, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with any like check that a player doesn't get to contest most of the time. I feel like you need a damn good reason for them to not be able to fight it. May I share some of the intro? Please do. Let us know more about the Shattered Sky. Gonna give these knees a little bit of a roundness. There we go. You have to read it in your best DM's voice. Oh gosh, okay. I gotta sell it. Is it my job to sell it now? I haven't rehearsed. So there'll probably be a fair bit of stuttering with the Twitch text, but I'll do my best. Give me a second. All great TMs improvise. Okay. I'm just rounding these off. Then I shall give a read. Hit and save? Okay. Let's come a little closer. Since we're going to be doing some sort of dramatic reading. Okay. Across the country of Winterthorn, word has spread about something peculiar falling from the sky and settling in Gilston County on the outskirts of Hillsborough Court, drawing intrigue of astrologers, scholars, scientists, and the general public. The Court Watch have set up camp to keep not just the oddity from interference, but in turn, the oddity from interfering with the environment. It has been a total of 2 months since the oddity's arrival, and to this date, nothing has been reported to have happened in the surrounding areas. However, several strange plants have been discovered, which have a rather peculiar appearance, like that of a decaying, greenish-grey tentacle, adorned with leaves. Some have chosen to stay clear, whilst others simply cannot stop themselves from going in for a closer look, to learn what they can through investigation. Was that good? Did I do good? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the blurb. I gotta shrink back down now. Boop. Tell me more. I am intrigued. I would go poke the tentacle. Be like, huh, there's some sort of plant tentacle out there? I should go poke it. Nothing bad happens when you poke tentacles. I'm gonna have a quick swig of tea. Yeah, that sounds really cool, Ringtail. So is it like a level 1 to 20 campaign that you're planning, or is it like 6 to 12? Level 1 to 20 are always massive. God, I like the way the horse looks, but I've got to put the hooves on and it's all gonna just go so downhill from there. Anywhere between level 1 to 3 start, but like if it's the chain, for instance, like what level we're going high level, so is it like a huge story that spans from 1 to 20? It's chains at the end, so either 3 to 20? Oh, okay, so this is 4 chapters, so it'll be like a beginning. Okay, I get you. It's divided into 4. Understood. So the story will arc for the entire thing, but it'll be split up into separate adventures. Now, do I just steal a hoof? I think I will. I think I'm gonna steal it. To make sure we got the shape. hoofs, I think. There's a hoof. And second hoof. As I predicted, this horse has been considerably less painful. I was like, this one is fine. This one hasn't made me have some sort of existential crisis. Like the other one. Stupid unicorns. There we go. There are feet now. They do look a little bit clumpy, but I don't hate that. I'm okay with it being a little bit clumpy. Such contempt. Such contempt for the unicorn. I'm gonna shrink them both down a little bit. I think I have... There we go. Let's move you back. Want to have a bit of a taper in this line. Welcome back, Anya. Was making lunch. What are you making? Got some baking going on with Penguin Queen. Although the baking might be done. There may be blondies. Translating a poster into English for the community college now. Oh, nice. Mingtao is letting us know about the D&D campaign that he is making. Chapter 1, Denizens of Decomposition. I like the title. The party discovers creatures known as Withering Wanderers. I am a sucker for alliteration, though. Definitely. Are sprouting up due to consumption of the tentacle plants. And the party clear out the woods of these plants and kill the Wanderers. Ah, so it's like some sort of Cthulhian zombies. Nice. Chapter 2, Cries of the Crimson City. Botanists flee to the town, helps salt the earth to stop the plants from returning, and the party head out to an out-of-town botanist traveled through to discover how the plants have grown worse, creating bigger and more dangerous creatures. So it's not just Cthulhu zombies now, there may be like a Cthulhu dragon or something. Like a Draco Lich, but for the old ones instead of zombies. Chapter 3, Crashing lights, the earth rumbles, the sky shatters, and more oddities crash from the sky into the ground. Oh no, there's more elder gods. Oh no. And the path to the odyssey becomes disruptive, leaving the party to find their way through a now created gorge while they encounter people to save. Oh, cool. Yes, blondies are out in the oven and cooling. Yay, it's almost time. It's almost time. I am really bad at leaving baked goods to cool. I will eat them as soon as it's not, gonna burn my mouth off. Goodness, I just realized there are 6 posters. Uh-oh. At least they're paying you well for it. That's good to hear. I'm glad they're paying you well for it. Hopefully it's not... Because posters could be anywhere from a little bit of text to a huge kind of wall of text. So hopefully there's like a varying degree of text on all the posters. And then chapter 4. Cadaverous March. As they reach the other side, the sky begins to shatter heavily. Stars crash into the ground, and a large rusted chain launches up from the original oddity to the sky, attempting to pry open the sky to reveal an opening for the entity to enter through the Forgotten Realms. There's a photo on Discord of the blondies. Yes. There's a couple of paragraphs on each one, information about sister cities in your town. Oh, cool! That's cool. That's quite fun. Also, Ringtail, when I was like reading about the campaign, it sounds very cool. In terms of like movies that it reminded me of, my brain had like Little Shop of Horrors up until the end, and then I was like, oh no, it's been Hellraiser the entire time. I should have got that. Well, I don't know if that was intentional, but my brain was like, a rusty chain coming from the sky, huh? Elder gods? This is most definitely Hellraiser. We shall worship the great Leviathan in the sky. Gonna have a look at these brownies very quickly. Ooh, or blondies rather. They're not brownies. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looks exactly like the image in the recipe. Like, I thought they were too... I thought it was just another picture that you took, Penguin Queen, and was like, no, that is just the recipe. Well done. Oh my gosh, you nailed that. Absolutely nailed it. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the treats that are about to be unleashed upon your gaming group. I was gonna say tabletop group, but I'm sure it'll be a good consistency inside. Homebrew creatures are withering wanderers, giant zombified elks. Ah! Unborn strays, which are creatures built out of body parts to create humanoid creature with blunt weaponized hands. I kind of like a lot of weird body horror stuff. I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like a lot of extra limbs and stuff. With blunt weaponized hands made out of tendrils. The service patch, which is a huge plant of that telepathically requests wanderers to bring over corpses. Ah, and the oddity. Your oven gives you disadvantage to baking checks. True, but I feel like in this instance you've rolled well on both of those checks. How did I do the hair at the back? His one had a fringe. I'm gonna add a fringe. We'll keep the hairstyles. Or the main styles, I guess. Of these horsies. The odd it tea. I'm assuming that's what my subtitles were doing. The oddity is a withering subject. basically a pearl with roots and tendrils. Anything it absorbs, it gets a psychic impression of. So it can learn all languages, history, blah blah blah. But as it lives somewhere longer, the pearls outside the shell fade, revealing the insides are like the insides of Daleks, except made up of whatever it has absorbed. This one has absorbed a huge chain. Okay. Once they hit 50 hit points or less. Okay, so it's got like a nice... It's like a tiered thing if it's like its AC goes down. That's cool. I always quite like having... When I fight a boss, it's also got like... forms, I guess? It's like, you know, this isn't even my final form. I've forgotten the word. Phases. That's the... Yes. I like having different phases in a boss fight. I think it helps, for me it helps kind of keep the flow of combat and like some narrative threat, and if I've planned a few phases and the first one goes very quickly because the players do better than I think, then I'm not... the boss hasn't immediately just ended. And if they're doing a lot worse than I thought, I could always just not do a phase. It tends to be how I play with things. It's like I was planning on doing a phase, but it's proven difficult. It's not. I've definitely done both. The chain, however, is imbued with a bond between the withering subject and the entity. Should any concentration spells be cast upon the chain, the creature using a concentration spell will allow an open pathway between the withering subject, the unknown... Oh, yes, that's why the deep speech happens, because they're absorbing. I get it. Ooh, and Anya, I have bought a ticket to MCM. I'm officially going to MCM London this year. I have a ticket. I have a Saturday ticket. Because I get very, very tired with conventions. So I have a Saturday ticket. So yeah, hopefully I can see you there and see, you know, if anybody else is going, maybe. Get to meet so many friends. It's exciting. I'm very excited. There we go. Planning on cosplaying or going cash? I would like to cosplay, but I don't know if I've got time. I've been thinking about that a lot, Jupiter Spire, and I don't know who I would go as. I'm kind of like, who would I even cosplay as? I'm not sure. Like, it would have to be someone I could do on like a short notice. So I might... Cosplaying as Critical Role characters as usual. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know who I want to be. But I might, because I haven't gone cash in a while. I do like to... It's a good excuse to cosplay. So maybe something simple, but... I'll see if because if I get an idea, then I will run with it. But currently it may just be that I go cash. Which, you know, is the first convention I'll be going to since the world turned to bricks. As Kadikarus says a lot. So just be me. The only addition will be glasses. Otherwise, it's pretty much there. I'm pretty much on that cosplay. Most people will think you're casual. I mean, I guess whatever I wear, I'll be cosplaying as Dungeon, right? Technically. There we go. Okay. I have 2 horses now. I have 2 horses. So I'm gonna have to have a bit of a think of the layout on this one. So we've got the original where we've got this in the background. I don't mind putting him back in the background. So we've got like this thing going on. But I do have to like make sure that I've got room for Dungeon, which I guess Dungeon can go here. I have to get the title in as well, don't I? What was the title? We're starting a new campaign. But without the like, we don't need to add that on the written versions. I may even change the title. I feel like there's a better way of describing this now. I'm not sure what that is off the top of my head though, so we'll put this in for now. Because I need to make sure that I've got room for it. Dungeon can go in here. So I'll turn off game mechanics horse for now. And we'll have Dungeon looking up in awe at this beautiful unicorn. But it is 12:15. We're going to try and get our brakes back in order. Oh no, your oven strikes again! No! I hope not. Definitely not cooked in the middle. Back in the oven. Cut it into strips. So hopefully it cooks inside. Yes. I hope so. It just needs a little bit more time. Curse your oven. It's so cruel. Okay. I'm gonna go on a break on that bombshell. I'm gonna go get myself some more tea. So I hope that your blondies cook better the second time round, Penguin Queen. If anybody else needs to do something, like have a stretch, get themselves a drink, take your meds, whatever it is you need to do, it's a good time to do that. Because I'm gonna be gone for 10 minutes. So I'll see you all in 10. back. I have some tea. I have peach tea now. I've switched from black tea to some peach tea. And I've put some food in the oven for my lunch. So I will be going to get that in approximately half an hour. Num num num. It's Friday. So Friday is I have whatever I haven't eaten for the rest of the week. I have a little bit of a strange combination for lunch. I have some fish cakes, some salmon fish cakes, and then I have some leftover guacamole. So I'm gonna just have those. It's a strange combination, but I think it's gonna be tasty. So you know, it'll be an interesting lunch. Yeah, it's like these are just, you know, what's left. You get little bits from, you know, everything else that kind of comes together. Just end up with little bits of leftovers, like this thing that, you know, I had too much of this and I didn't have enough of that, and that's what I find happens. Okay, let's draw a dungeon. Drawing dungeon is easier than drawing a horse. I've done that many times. Let's get the hair. We always start with the hair. That's like the vital part. Getting this fringe in. That's the important thing. So yeah, we'll go on a short break once my fish cakes are done. And then we'll finish this off if we haven't finished this one. And do one more comic. Because I got time. Good thing about lunch is it doesn't really take that long to eat. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's just make that slightly bit longer. Which is good, because that way I don't have to stop the stream. I had planned today, before I've stopped the stream for lunch because I had no idea what I'm doing. And if I have to go out and get things, it's more time. I don't like the idea of being away for like 20-30 minutes, so it seems like a long time to just have the Game Chops radio playing in the background. And then when I've stopped a stream, I don't particularly feel like I can start a new one on the same day. It seems weird to do 2 streams in one day that are like on the same channel or doing the same thing. If they were different things, it would kind of make more sense. There we go. Speaking of streaming different things though, Horde of Tales in June have announced that they are doing their Women in Gaming month again. And I was on a lot of their streams. Then I say a lot, I was on 2. It was a lot for me. One of the rare occasions where I had a camera instead of a VTuber, so it was my actual face. It's the last time I had my actual face. We were on together. At least I think we were, weren't we? Yes. We were playing Shay's campaign. That was how we met. The carnival one, Anya was playing a changeling called Neeb. N-E-B. I always struggled with how to get the pronunciation. I think it was Neeb. I played a really silly tiefling. I played a tiefling fighter. We did a little bit of play-by-post before the stream, and I rolled really badly, so it kind of cemented It's kind of cemented her not being the brightest bulb. Close. Oh gosh, the H. Neb? Nihib? I'm so sorry. It's definitely spelled N-E-B. I remember how it's spelled. But for the life of me, I cannot remember. Neb. Okay. I always forgot how to pronounce. I was so annoyed at myself every time. It's like I'd finally got it, and then it just slipped my mind again. Taper on there. Bit of a taper on here. Submitted to GM a session of your Caltrop core system game. Ah, the Pirates. Yes, that would be cool. I think I wanna sign up to GM a game as well, because I didn't GM anything last year. But I don't know what I want to run. So I'm having to think, because I've got I think I've got till April 30th to sign up. And I'd like to. But I don't know what to run. There's always glitter hearts. Because I do like glitter hearts. Okay. Let's see. Dungeon. So, we're gonna make sure your height-wise, I think, should be about here. Let's get that floor back in as well. Oh, until the 20th. Okay, it's still a reasonable amount of time. I still got time. And I think I want these eyes actually to be different. Yeah, so I'm kind of toying between glitter hearts, where everyone can be like a magical girl, or maybe like another sort of powered by the apocalypse system like masks. Is it a different prompt? What prompt? What did I miss? What did I miss? Also, how has that gotten so spiky? Why are you spiky? You shouldn't be doing that. There we go. I don't think there is a prompt for the tabletop GMing. I think you just show up. I think there's priority given to games that are not Dungeons and Dragons. But other than that, you kind of just pitch a game. And I think they choose the ones that they like the sound of. That's why you submitted your... Yeah. I do think, knowing Horde of Tales, I do think they'd be quite into people running games that they've created as well. So I think that's a good shout. Because they do like to show off all of the talented people and all their creations. So I guess that would be a reason, I guess, if you'd made like a D&D module, that might be one of the reasons that they'd pick a D&D game. almost ran your pug game last year, but was too nervous about GMing on stream for the first time. Yeah. You've been GMing a lot on your own streams as well. Which I think helps. I ended up GMing for the first time on stream on Roll for Good. On the second Roll for Good stream, not the first one. The first Halloween one was the first time I'd ran a game, and that was Glitter Hearts. I ran Glitter Hearts. Kind of, they're GM-less but guided. Yeah, like I still feel like on some of them you're not doing necessarily a GM role, but you're still running the show, if that makes sense. I do love Glitter Hearts. Though I don't know, because I also love masks, and I feel like I system-wise, I like masks just a little bit more, but thematically I like Glitter Hearts more. So it's a tough one to call for me. This very excited face. Yeah, I think actually the first game I ran, it's on the Roll for Good YouTube channel, if anybody is interested. Again, my face, not a VTuber. There's a very bright light cast across my face for like half the stream. Because I cannot control the light in this room. It's not ideal for that. I think that's one of the reasons I've gone VTuber, because the lighting in this room is not very good for streaming. But I was dressed up. I was wearing a Medusa wig that I had made. And I still love. I love that wig. I'm very proud of it. I made some snakes out of felt. And sewed them together. Pop them on my head. It was very silly and very fun. And I think I tried to make it like to encourage with the donations. I think I used the names of people who donated as like the background characters. It was all like in a theme park, and I think I vaguely remember being like, oh, and you notice Penguin Queen on the roller coaster in front of you. Kind of thing. Which was fun, and I enjoyed doing that. You got a cameo, yeah! Anyone who donated during the Glitter Hearts game I ran got a little cameo. They got kidnapped by the Serpent Queen. Do I want these stars to be dark? Or do I want the circles to be dark? Or do I want anything to be dark? I don't think I want anything to be dark. I kind of prefer it to just do this right now. Just stare in awe at this unicorn. What I think could be fun is if I have like the arms kind of like up next, well, the hands next to my face kind of clasped together, kind of like a swoon. Like Dungeon is swooning over this unicorn. Let's just make sure we've got like the other finger hinted at before we draw that next one on the other side. Don't know if we'll need it, but no, actually no. No, we don't need that. That would be weird. I'm interested to see what games Roll for Good are going to have this year. They should be announcing their GM soon, I think. Because Roll for Good are doing a game in May. I won't be able to see at least one of the days because it's unfortunately the same weekend as MCM London. So I won't be able to participate or anything, but they are raising money for charity, as they always are. So I'm curious to see what games are going to be run. I always like to support the Roll for Good lot. They're good beans. I was very involved in the first year and then I had to step away last year. I was just getting a bit too stressed. I found with all the work I'd taken on for myself, I just couldn't commit and do all the stuff that I did there anymore. But they're still very supportive of me, and they still credit me on a lot of the artwork, which I guess makes sense because I did do it. But it seems it's nice to be included in the credits, even though I guess I didn't do anything new. Like, I wouldn't be offended if I wasn't on the list of credits for the new, like, you know, this year, because I haven't done anything this year. But they still like to credit me for the stuff that I've done before that they still use, all of the Burbington stuff, and that's just, I appreciate that a lot. Need to film your 30-minute solo game. Ah, yes, because of the intermission content. I do like all the intermission content. It's nice to have something to fill the gaps. Oh, you're gonna do a game of Tea and Toadstools! Oh, that's so cool! Yes. That's awesome. The good thing about all the intermission content as well is that it usually ends up on YouTube in a more timely fashion because it's all pre-recorded. So I get to see it quicker. I just realised that this line is thinner, but do you know what? I might just come in because the rest of it is looking kind of chunky. Just need talking points to include. Ah, cool. For like talking points as in like explaining the game, or like talking points as in like parts of the game? Oh, okay, yeah, you want to explain the game and stuff. That makes sense. It'll be interesting because I want Roll for Good talking. Ah, okay, nice. That'll be interesting because I think in the solo plays, well, the thing I like about Roll for Good as well is if they're asking you to make content, there's no real hard and fast rule. It's kind of, they're very appreciative of whatever you make. All the solo plays before I think have just been playing the game, so it'll be really interesting to see something a bit different. And you usually do get different things because it's different people each time. making the doing the content. So you do get like a really nice variety of people's work. And the variety of GMing too, like for the actual event. Another point for the wrist because I think I want to ball this more in. There we go. That feels a bit better. Are too long. I think we need to just shrink it down slightly. I keep thinking if there'll be time to help out Roll for Good again, but I don't know if it'll be a thing that I can do this year even. Maybe in the future again, because I think I've got time to do the Women in Gaming, because it's not quite the way it's run is slightly different, so it's less of a time sink. There's more flexibility for the GMs, I think, working with Horde of Tales. All of June versus just a weekend. Yeah, like, I've got time to fit. It doesn't if I can't make the one weekend, I can fit other times in. Which is nice. But it makes sense because Horde of Tales is like a regular group, whereas Roll for Good is like always a different group of people. It's not like a regular... It's not a regular group that are constantly making content. So they've got to be a little less flexible, I think. Did you see message in the Horde of Tales Discord earlier? They, and specifically Lane, are the reason you got into actual plays. I did not, but that's cool. But yes, I think I remember you saying they were the German-speaking game that you played in. That you only found out that it was streamed. Oh gosh, what happened to my arm? Oh no, my arm! It's broken. Oh, my crossed arm animation. It is not working. Okay, well, fortunately. Okay, let's just hold this side instead. Fortunately, my alarm for my food has just gone off. So, I have time to reset dungeon. And I have to go get some food. So if you need to go get some food, or if you need a drink, or a stretch, or anything else, it's a good time to do that, because I need a break, because my arms are broken, so very broken. So I will see you all in approximately 10 minutes. I'm back. I have been eating fish cakes. Num 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 num. And I'm ready to continue, I think. My arms are fixed. I don't know how they broke. I've been using this model for months now, and I think that's the first time that I've managed to break it. So that's fun. I'm gonna just keep on going. I think dungeon, this arm needs to move. I think we need more room. More room over here. But I hope everybody else is still doing good. I hope the blondies have gotten better. We haven't heard word about them for a while. Since they were placed back in the oven. I do hope they're doing better now, Penguin Queen. It was sad. It was sad times. Let's get a body in here. They are back cooling for round 2. Excellent. I hope that it is better. I hope that it goes well this time. And, you know, brownies and blondies can be a little bit gooey in the inside. That is kind of the point, but you don't want them to be raw, so... If you can get away with a little bit of goo, then I think it comes down to personal preference. May even be too chunky for dungeon, so I might just bring it in slightly. Gotten twisted for some reason. Yeah, that's the reason I've risked it. Wouldn't try a cake in your oven. That is fair. It's a shame though. It's a shame that you cannot have cake or bake cake. I guess you could always buy cake. I don't want that anymore. I think we're going to turn this foot around. I think I want them both facing the same way. Better. I want to add a bit of a curve so that it's got a Tiny bit of shape. Let's bring this up as well. That's quite low. That's a bit better. Make the legs a little bit longer. This arm feels a bit too long still for me, but the back one's looking okay, so I think it's just about this line in particular. Add another point in and just shorten it. Back. I need that one to have a bit of a curve as well. Gosh, what's happening? Why not? Come here, you. To be curved. There we go. I hate when you can kind of see where the point is in a curve. That's why I spend a lot of time fiddling with it a lot, just so that it's a little smoother. Sometimes it can be a bit of a pain. This, and now I'm gonna just see what it looks like with the fill. See, does that help? Almost. Still feel like I need to just have a little bit of a whittle. Okay, well that's not lined up anymore. Let's just fix that. It's looking a little bit more in proportion now. Let's give it a flip just to be sure. Yeah, I'm happy with it. And I'm gonna make some love hearts. Work is done! Nice one, Exile. I am glad to hear you are free. Let's turn on this other horse. I'm wondering... it should be like in the middle as opposed to just on the side. Oh, just like in the background, like what the heck. There is always it standing over there. That does work. This heart. This heart is not in the group. Get in the group. Get in the group. I feel like it needs to be more like over here, in which case I would need to scale everything down a bit. Visit the lines. I'm gonna make the word game mechanics bigger. So small, just make this a bit bigger. So that it's still readable. Pouty lips. And then we'll come into the unicorn as well. Interesting, that line never got fixed. Let's do that now. Might just take the curve down a little bit. I think it's maybe a bit much. So that one's 40. This is 35. That's okay. Not a huge difference. I'll bring that in. Okie dokie. Got a good layout. I just want to go through and fill all these bits with dungeon. That could be white. Just in case we've got some overlap. I'm gonna come in and get these middle bits. Come on, let me get the middle bits. And I can get a shade on there. Do the same for the unicorn. The story and the world building are more important than mechanics, in my opinion. I also agree, but I did... The fun thing about this comic was almost immediately someone had reversed it. So it really comes down to your preference. This is how I put the horses, but absolutely no shade if you prefer them the other way around. It's 2:20 p.m. and I just found out it's a national holiday today. I think I should have realized when you said it was a bank holiday. I cannot speak for other places. I do not know, but yes. In the UK, Good Friday is a bank holiday, as is Easter Monday. I have the day off, which is why I'm here and not hard. Well, I'm still hard at work, but not hard at work on my day job stuff. Oh no, we didn't want that. We want to fill the white in. Is the circle above the horse? It is. Well, that's silly. Why did I leave it over there? It needs to be there we go. Now I've got the fill. And then we have this one. We shall do a similar thing with this lovely horse. Ground them. I do want to add some details. So, the original comic, I had like a stable thing going on. Might just try and draw a horizon line in. Yeah, I'm Jewish and always forget what Christian holidays the Germans shut down for. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, I have no idea how... I know how like the UK pretty much just runs off the Christian holidays, which is why they're burned into my brain, but I don't know how it works for other countries. I know a lot of European ones have a lot of are kind of like that, but I don't want to assume. I don't have a good knowledge of Germany in that way. There are more than even the Americans do too. Some never heard of until you moved there. Ah, interesting. What ones are those? I'm curious if we have them in common. I'm American, so I have to work holidays, otherwise I starve. Don't misunderstand. It is a common thing here too. I'm just very fortunate. There's only 2 days a year that shops are closed in the UK. Otherwise, it's what I refer to as Sunday hours. Don't know if that's an old thing, but it's just reduced hours. The only 2 days that the shops are completely closed is Christmas Day and Easter Sunday. So they'll be closed then. But other than that, they're open every bank holiday. So that's how it works for retail here. When I worked for the city government, I worked holidays because you got paid 2.5 times my usual pay, holiday pay, and the time. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. You used to get time and a half back when I did retail. You used to get time and a half, but it's not so much a thing anymore, and it's awful because, like, on holidays when you work retail, it's one of two things. It's either absolutely dead, in which case there's no point of you being there, or it's manic. And I feel like in the cases where it's manic, people deserve to get time and a half. So it's crazy that that's not so much a thing anymore. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. Num 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 num. Days I don't recognize, though I don't know if that means to anything Christian Americans. Ascension Day, White Sunday Monday, Corpus Christi, Assumption Day. You know what? You're taking me back to my days in Christian school. I couldn't tell you with confidence what all of those were, but I know at one point I knew. But we don't get those off. How interesting. You're valid. Yeah, I'm not yeah, I recognize it. I'm not a Catholic or a Christian, so these are things that I have known but do not anymore. I know bits and pieces because that's kind of how the UK is. It's still very, very, I guess, Church of England centric. Before I say Catholic. I know that because of Henry VIII. Add some shade and then I'll put some detail in. I mean, I can logic out Ascension Day and assume that, assume what the other one means, Christ's body in Latin. That would make sense. That would be how I would figure it out as well. It's like less remembering and more just trying to pure logic my way through it. You're like, what makes the most sense? My partner would know. My partner's very good. My partner is also not very religious, the same as me, but they're very, very well read on this stuff. They know a lot about quite a few different religions, so they would probably be able to give me an answer. They are a smarty, my partner. They know a lot about a lot of things. No clue what wit means here, though. Yeah. That was the one that I recognized the least. I'm like, that one, no idea. The others I, like, have vague recollections of being taught them in school, but I'm like, I don't know if we did that one. Let's give the unicorn a little blushy as well. So one thing I hope in schools they do more of, because we always did like religious education, but it was 100% just like Christianity, and I feel like I hope schools have kind of branched out a bit now to learn more things, because it would be, I feel like it's very important to like have at least an approximate understanding of things, because just living in London you kind of learn what things like Holi is and Diwali, and it's really nice to hear about these different celebrations. Oh, Blondie update. Outside is very done, inside better, but still a bit too much on the doughy side of gooey for my liking. One more go and you give up. No, don't give up. I believe in this time. One more go. This will be it. This will be the time, I'm sure. Yes, we all believe. We all believe in you, Penguin Queen. Though actually, there something, I won't talk about religion for too much more because it's not a subject that I'm very equipped for, but the one thing I found quite fascinating, which I think could be interesting to you too, Anya, since you're Jewish, is in Europe, we have, as part of Christmas, we hang like chocolate coins on the Christmas tree. And one of my comics once was like about how I like to use those chocolate coins as currency in D&D around Christmas time. And yeah, I think you know where this is going. I found out that chocolate coins are more of a Jewish thing in the States. That isn't a thing you do for Christmas. And that was fascinating. Yeah, Gelt. I like had a proper dive into that. I was, because people were like, you dingus, that's a Jewish thing. And I was like, is everything I know a lie? and the traditions of apparently, according to the little research that I did on it, or the deep dive that I did on it, was they kind of came out in a similar time, but in, you know, because the ability to shape chocolate kind of happened, and then kind of independently everyone was like, we're gonna put these in our traditions. Or something, apparently. I don't know, you might have more knowledge on it than me, but I found it so curious that like it's such a similar thing, but they have such different meanings. It was a fun day. Full of a lot more research than I thought it would be for just talking about chocolate coins, because yeah, that's such a like a Yule thing over here. History and traditions are strange and interesting like that. Yeah, I found it so interesting. And yeah, I learned about the how they're used with the well, they were just called Gelt. Yeah, I found that so fascinating. Awesome, welcome in, Nathan. How are you doing? I have been drawing unicorns and horses for this comic. I've been going for a while now. It's just been this comic. But I knew this one would be difficult, which is why I've finally bit the bullet on it. I need to get it done. This was the challenging one. Oh, I need to fill the tail of that horse in. That's not filled. There we go. So I feel like I need to move some stuff around. I got stuff locked. Yes, I have. Let's unlock it. Because I don't feel like if I put it in a perspective line, I just feel like that's going to be off. I don't know. Seems too high. Doing okay, been off work sick for the past couple of days. Have to go in today, though, in the next few hours. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling up to going back in, because I understand the whole having to go in, which is always the worst when you're sick. I think I liked it where it was. Do I want it lower? Thing is, I don't mind it lower, but I don't want it to be in the center of the comic necessarily. Feeling like a human, at least, instead of a ball of sentient snot. Well, I'm glad that you feel more human. That's always a good sign. That's a step in the right direction. Is that locked again? Don't be locked. I need it to move. There we go. Straight horizon line. I feel like I want to do something a bit more like a hill or something. Something a bit more whimsical. Something less boring. Thing. Yeah, past 2 days didn't feel like existing, just kind of squidging about the house in a blanket cocoon. I'm glad you were able to rest. But yeah, being sick is not fun. Yeah, I prefer this hill that I've got going on. I think this is working. Just looks a little nicer than the straight line. I don't know if I want to add a rainbow. Part of my brain is going like, just put a rainbow in. Why not? I mean, it's not in color, but... like the unicorns at the end of the rainbow. Do it! I'll see what I feel. I'll see how I think. See what it looks like. just get rid of this. I really just want an arc like that. That's what I want. I did have one enjoyable thing about being sick, was that it was the gender-affirming Gravelman voice. Now, if only I could achieve the gender-affirming Gravelman voice without being unwell. I get what you mean. There's definitely like a change in tone usually, like a deeper voice. Okay, if I just do that. Can I make this look like a rainbow at different opacities? Just because I can't print colour. Possibly? Rainbow horse, go wee! I'm actually thinking I might outline them instead. Let's outline that. So it's more of a shape instead. I might have the bottom parts open. Don't need this here. Gradient might not be a bad idea. We'll see. Just want to make sure that fits in a bit better. Give it all a little zhush over. Faye, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. That's one majestic unicorn. Heck yeah, it is. It's the unicorn of story and world building. Okay, I need to disappear and get this translation done. Have a good one, Dungeon. Thank you for coming, Anya. Good luck with the translations, and I hope you learn some fascinating things about your sister towns. I will see you soon. The unicorn of all the things we like. Mm-hmm. Indeed. And then maybe those lines need to be tapered? Maybe? Like, I don't know if that's working. I don't know if I'm a fan of how dark it goes though. Let me put a clipping mat on as well, so that I just don't have to see the edges. It's like, how does one rainbow without color? I'm not sure it's quite saying rainbow. It's a vibe. Yeah, I feel like I like something being there, but I'm not sure if I like it like this. I think I just want to move this around. A cloud is not a bad idea at all. It may also just be too big. In the background a full curve. I guess it could do that, like over the hill. Even then, though, I'm not entirely certain. That I'm gonna get the thing like how I want it. Maybe more like this. See, I've got mine like going behind the hill, not like over this hill, because this is where all of the happy stuff is. Where is my hill? So I want to duplicate this line so I can use it to make a mat. Round 3 of cooling. I have faith that this is the time. That doesn't look as bad. I think that looks a little better. Rainbow Hill go wee! I don't want to move it all, I just want to move this little bit. Like that needs to come in a tiny bit. Scaling is not being my friend right now. Yeah, the horse looks so mad. Yeah. Why do you not love me as much? I'm I'm sorry. It just takes so much more work, game mechanics. It's so much harder to love you. But when I do, it's great. When you find some mechanics that are like 100% your thing, it is a great thing. But I do tend to fall for the lore. Let's grab everything else. Don't need the title though. There we go. Teeny tiny shrink. Just a teeny tiny bit. Just move it down so it's not on the face of the unicorn. I think I might be good now. Except I've moved all of this. This looks off. But apart from that, let's come in and fix that. There we go. I read a house rule recently. I read a house rule recently that I might be evil enough to use my selfie-owned table. Oh gosh. Dare I ask? It involves rolling player death saves behind the screen. Oh, I know that. Oh, I couldn't. Those are all open for me. But I understand because there's definitely a degree of building the pressure. Okay, well, let's have a look at this. This was our original comic from absolute years ago. And we have redone it. We have made some better looking horses. Much better looking horses. Despite how much trouble they gave me at the start of the stream. I'm very happy with how they've turned out. Hello Scarlett, how you doing? And yeah, it's I think it's a lot nicer. It reads better. Horses are strange beasts. They are. I'm not like a huge authority on them, but obviously. But they're interesting. So hard to draw, but I really like the one in the back. I might have a look at the legs off stream of this one and try and neaten them up a bit, because I really like the way the legs look here. It's these ones, but this was the one we did second, so that makes sense. I'm glad that they look like, you know, I just kind of didn't with this one. I completely covered the game mechanics horse. I am still live. Though not for much longer, I was actually getting ready to end the stream. I'm just talking through this comic. I was gonna do 2 comics, but gosh, this one has taken all of it out of me. I need a bit of a rest. They are tightly wound lumps of anxiety and speed. They're very skittish horses. But I'm doing well, thank you for asking, Scarlett. I'm doing well. It's been good to see you. I know you're going to be streaming again soon, or attempting it, so I'm very excited. That would be cool. Okay, yeah, I wanted to do 2 comics, but unfortunately I'm getting a bit tired, so I think I'm going to end the stream. But I can see we have a lot of people to choose from this Bank Holiday Friday. I can see that Roll is streaming some makers and crafting, so we can go check in on Roll. Roll likes to do cosplay stuff and art and things. She frequently comes by and says hi here, so let us return the favour. Thank you very much, Scarlett. I'm making my Volume 2 anthology of all my little comics, so I've been doing it for the last couple of streams, and I should be doing it pretty much all of April. And then after that, I think it's Art Fight. Art Fight will be ready in July, which is another, if you're unfamiliar, Art Fight is a website where you can, it kind of turns art trades into some kind of competition. It's very fun. So yeah, let's go see what Roll is doing. Aha, the raid has been set. There we go, double wave. Thank you everyone for joining. It has been really good to see everybody, and yeah, it's good to see you too, Scarlett. Thank you for coming in at the end. I won't be streaming on Sunday this week. I'm gonna be busy, but I'm hoping to do a stream Monday because it's a bank holiday again. If not, I will be doing it on Tuesday. Tuesday at 7 AM BST time will be my next stream. If I don't do one on Monday. So hopefully I'll be able to see people around then. But until then, have a great rest of your week. And have a great weekend, since I won't be seeing anyone. Yeah, I think that's everything. Let's stick around for the raid, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye!